Edward and Lorraine Warren were American paranormal investigators and authors associated with prominent cases of hauntings. Edward was a self-taught and self-professed demonologist, author, and lecturer. Lorraine professed to be a clairvoyant and a light trace medium who worked closely with her husband. In 1952, the Warrens founded the New England Society for Psychic Research, the oldest ghost hunting group in New England. They authored many books about the paranormal and about their private investigation into various reports of paranormal activity. They claim to have investigated well over 10,000 cases during their entire career. Stories of ghost hauntings popularized by the Warrens have been adapted or have directly inspired dozens of films, television series, and documentaries. One of their most notable investigations was that of Annabelle. According to the Warrens, in the year 1968, two roommates claimed their Raggedy Ann doll was possessed by the spirit of a young girl named Annabelle Higgins. The Warrens took the doll, telling the roommates it was being manipulated by an inhuman presence, and put it on display at the family's occult museum. The legend of the doll inspired several films in the Conjuring universe. The Warrens are probably best known for their involvement in the 1975 Amityville horror, in which New York couple George and Kathy Lutz claimed that their house was haunted by a violent, demonic presence so intense that it eventually drove them out of their house. The Amityville horror conspiracy authors, Stephen and Roxanne Kaplan, characterized the case as a hoax. The reported haunting was the basis for the 1977 book The Amityville Horror and adapted into the 1979 and 2005 films of the same name. Lorraine Warren told a reporter for the Express Times newspaper that the Amityville Horror was not a hoax. Another notable investigation was the Enfield poltergeist. In 1977, the Warrens investigated claims that a family in North London suburb of Enfield was haunted by poltergeist activity. While a number of independent observers dismissed the incident as a hoax carried out by attention-hungry children, the Warrens were convinced that it was a case of demonic possession. The story was the inspiration for The Conjuring 2, although critics say the Warrens were involved to a lesser degree than portrayed in the movie. A different type of investigation they were involved in was the Cheyenne Johnson case. In 1981, Arnie Cheyenne Johnson was accused of killing his landlord, Alan Bono. Ed and Lorraine Warren had been called prior to the killing to deal with the alleged demonic possession of the younger brother of Johnson's fiancée. The Warrens subsequently claimed that Johnson was also possessed. At trial, Johnson attempted to plead not guilty by reasons of demonic possession, but was unsuccessful with his plea. This story served as the inspiration for the Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. The case was described in the 1983 book, The Devil in Connecticut, by Gerald Brittle. In addition to investigations, Lorraine ran the Warrens Occult Museum, now closed, in the back of her house in Marone, Connecticut, with the help of her son-in-law, Tony Spera. The museum displays many claimed haunted objects and artifacts from around the world. Many of the artifacts are from their famous investigations. Ed Warren died at 76 in 2006 at his home in Monroe, Connecticut. His wife later died at 92 in 2019, also at their home in Monroe, Connecticut.